Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming chapter 12 of the Royal Romance, book 3. So we are now officially halfway done. Um, if you haven't joined me before, welcome. I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here underneath the player over at twitch.tv/aromanticace for those of you watching the VOD. I myself have a non-inebriating beverage, of which I'll be partaking this evening, but it is in a very fancy glass. So, we can pretend that it's something other than water. Also, if you haven't joined me before, the story so far, so we are playing as Kira, a New York City waitress who was trafficked to the Western European country of Cordonia after we served the bachelor party of then Crown Prince Shamar, now King Shamar after the events of Book 1, of Cordonia. And, so basically how this went was we kidnapped him and took him to the Statue of Liberty because the one thing he wanted to do for his bachelor party was go to the Statue of Liberty, and that was the one thing that his friends weren't doing because everyone in Cordonia is an awful person. Everyone. I don't think there is a single person we have met who is not actually an awful person, with possible exception to Shamar, our prince. So, we followed him on an hour's notice back to Cordonia to vie for his hand during the social season. See, before a monarch can take the throne in Cordonia, they have to choose their co-regent over the course of a few months during this social season, and that person will in fact hold political power. Obviously, we, the waitress, are perfectly qualified for this. So the first book was spent enduring all the various trappings you might expect from a royal romance. You had masquerade balls and fancy derbies and croquet and ice skating and fox hunting and sexual assault. That one was awesome. Guy just walked into our room while we were half naked, started trying to kiss us. Turned out the lock was broken on our door, and that came back to bite us at the end of book 1 when someone released photos of the encounter. So now clearly this was our fault as the sinful woman seducing the prince and his friend, I guess. Whose name was Tariq, by the way. I completely blanked on it last week, but his name is Tariq. So book 2 was spent trying to find out who was responsible, who had the photos taken, who broke the lock on our door. Why did Tariq think we were into him? Well, turned out at the top of this entire conspiracy was the King Father, Constantine, who for some reason decided this New York City waitress wasn't good enough to be Queen of Cordonia, which I can understand, except then you set us up to be assaulted and or raped, dude. So there's that. You're an awful person. But we got to the bottom of that. Tariq issued a statement that cleared our name. Everything was looking great. The end of book 2, we got back to Cordonia. We're now officially engaged to the prince. Everything looks good, and I kid you not, I wish I was kidding. Ninjas jumped out of the wall and tried to kill us. Drake took a bullet for us. I regret to inform my lovely viewers that he is, in fact, still alive. However, King Father Constantine is not, because a week or two ago, what should happen that the first time we're back in the palace since the event, as, you know, a bomb should go off. And Constantine heroically dove in to save Shamar and died saving his son instead of wasting away in a hospital bed. Oh, it was so heroic, so tragic, so completely unnecessary. But now we are off at Olivia's home in Lithicos, and Madeline, who is now our press secretary, has just dropped unconscious, I'm not going to say dead yet, unconscious from a cocktail that no one else was having, and they think it's poisoned. So we're doing such a good job of reuniting the apparently fractured kingdom of Cordonia. What more damage did Constantine do? Who knows? So, the stinger for chapter 12 tonight is, can you find your enemies in Lithicos before they find you? Let's find out! So this is Chapter 12, Secrets in the Snow. Ooh, sounds like a Frozen sequel. Early the next morning, there's a hurried knock on the door to your room. Take a drink. We haven't had that in a little while. Mara and Shamar are waiting outside. Sorry to disturb you so early, Your Grace. It's about Madeline. Is she going to be okay? We ask in the same clothes that we were wearing at the ball. Apparently we don't own pajamas. Alright. Thankfully, the doctors believe she'll make a full recovery. I mean, I figured. She's a named character and we had no reason to kill her off, so... I'm more concerned about what this means for the rest of us. This is clearly the work of the same people who were behind the explosion. In a way, we got lucky that Madeline was the one who drank the poison, instead of one of you. No, see, I don't think luck had anything to do with it, because it was in this pineapple cocktail that, they're not saying it's the same one, but is similar to, it sounds like, one that, that Maxwell had made, that we saw Madeline drink and really, really like. So it's presumed, at least by me at this time, that Madeline specifically requested this drink because she was the only one drinking it. So, somebody knew Madeline liked the pineapple drink, which who could that be? Oh no, the only people there were us, Shamar, Hannah, Drake, and Maxwell. Oh no! Please, I don't actually think it's any of them. Drake and Hannah were both potential love interests. It looks like Maxwell was maybe on the table too. That kind of creeps me out, because Maxwell is kind of our brother figure, and that's weird. So, yeah, I don't actually think it's any of them, but I think that was definitely intended for Madeline. Anyway, moving on. Lucky? We can say, I'd rather be prepared than lucky. Madeline didn't deserve this. Or, yeah, at least it wasn't Shamar. Wow, let's not just write... Take a drink. God, Kira. Judgy. Also, Madeline didn't deserve this. Agreed. I wouldn't wish poison on anyone. Not even our enemies. We need to stop them. Now. Alrighty. Well, you know, the king has issued his command. This does give us one advantage. We know our enemies are here in Lithikos. Instead of waiting for them to strike again, we have a chance to make the next move. It's true. After last night's welcoming ball, isn't the winter festival itself today? Maybe we can use that to lure them out. We know they're after Shamar, and they've got a grudge against me, too. It's true. Using both of you as bait? It's my job to keep my charges out of harm's way, Your Grace, not toss them into it. I know, Mara, but the plot demands that we have some excitement, and, you know, we haven't had any excitement in about 5 minutes, so, There has to be a better way to find these people. I'd like to think that Shamar is showing some kind of self-preservation instinct, but unfortunately I think he's too altruistic for that. I think he's more worried about us than he is about himself. Our attackers are always one step ahead. This time, we can set a trap for them and stop them from hurting us or anyone else ever again. Okay, these never go according to plan, Kira. Have you seen even one movie? We are nowhere close to the end game yet, honey. This is not a good idea. This is in fact a bad idea. Mara and King Shamar exchange a somber look. I hate to say it, but the idea does have some tactical merit. If we make this an event our enemies can't afford to miss, we'll have the advantage. I can have undercover guards patrolling the festival, and my security team would personally have eyes on you both the whole time. Maybe that's your problem, okay? I'm seriously thinking we need just like an entirely new security staff. This is absolutely awful. By the way, who do I think actually poisoned Madeline? My money right now is on Justin, actually. So, that's just my crackpot theory there. Justin is not responsible for this whole thing, but he is the one who poisoned Madeline. I'm ready for Madeline to be a red herring. If anyone so much as breathes on you, we'll take them in for questioning. I mean, that's technically a little extreme, but also warranted at this point. If I'm wrong, we can say, well, let's hope I'm not wrong. Or, you can tell my ghost I told you so. Gonna go with that second one. You can tell my ghost I told you so. Plus, I'll probably haunt you forever. I mean, yeah, that'd be me. Fair enough. I swear I won't let any harm come to you. Yep, we're gonna get hurt. There we go. There's the words. I swear I won't let any harm. Well, actually, Shamar has to say it. Then we know we're gonna get hurt. So, any tips on luring out a group of mysterious assassins? Look vulnerable. Lots of cleavage. In short, act normal. And trust no one. The court, our hosts, even your friends. Wow, I mean, I get it, but ouch. My friends are not on our suspect list. I mean, I'm with you because, again, genre savvy, but also they kind of gotta be because they're the only ones who have been with us every single time something's happened. So, perhaps not your immediate circle, but no matter what you think of the other nobles or how friendly today's guests seem, anyone could be in on the plot. Take part in the festivities, make sure you're seen, and hopefully the people we're after will come to you. Okay, sure. In other words, act cool in the face of imminent danger? I think what you're looking for here, Kira, is fly casual. Precisely. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Well, then I guess I'd better dress the part. Let me make sure the path to the boutique is clear first. Okay, what are we going outside? Is that, I don't know. Okay, but you are not following me into the changing room. Oh, come on, Kira, are you shy? What the hell? Like, I mean, she can clear the changing room right before we go in. That's not a big deal, but she can stand outside if she wants to. Mara cautiously escorts you and Shamar to the boutique. You open the door to find Justin and your friends waiting inside. Ah, see, this is my problem. Justin's a little too opportunistic. And, I don't remember if I did this, no, I don't think I did this one on stream. But I went back for the lulls in book 2 and played through. We had a choice whether to release Tariq's statement before or after Madeline and Shamar's engagement party. Engagement shower. And I think on stream I chose to, be able to talk to them first. Did I? I forget. Anyway, if you chose to try to talk to them first, like you wanted it released after the shower, Justin released it before and then said someone else leaked it. And that was just a little too convenient for me. So I trust Justin about as far as I can throw him, which granted I can throw this phone a long way, but I'm talking about like the projected physical size of Justin as a human being. Him, I can knock backward about 6 feet, and that's about it. So, yeah. Anyway, Justin is waiting for us. Blech. Hey, Kira. Now the gang's all here. He's way too into his job. I'm sorry. Am I late for a party? No, nothing like that. With Madeline still recovering, I just didn't want you going to the festival unprepared. It's a big deal here in Lithicos. That's why you're here out of the goodness of your heart. No, I don't believe you. As one of Olivia's guests of honor, you'll be front and center for all the excitement. Rubbing shoulders with the locals, kicking off the festivities, trying not to get assassinated, I hope. Oh, look at Maxwell all bundled up. And the best way to get into the winter spirit is to get in style. All right, we have a look from book 1 that I hope they'll let me grab so I don't look like an idiot. But so we can say to Maxwell, that scarf is a great look on you, or could use more squids. Oh, let's not. I know we're teasing him and he'll laugh and think it's funny, but it's a great look on you. Let's be nice. Maxwell dramatically tosses one end over his shoulder, grinning. Haha! Everything I do in this is gonna look 10% cooler. Okay, you go right ahead with that. Come on, Shamar. I found an outfit for you, too. You totally did. Oh, my goodness. You happy boy. A few minutes later, all your friends are decked out in winter attire. Oh, my God, Hannah, look at you. These are so cute, Maxwell. Oh, my God, she's gorgeous, y'all. Do we get to see this full length, please? Oh, good. Okay, we do. All right, we're going to appreciate this one. Just before we even think about responding, look at her. Oh my God. She's going to freeze to death unless those tights are way more insulating than they look like they are. But she looks so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have aesthetic, the aesthetics. I like it. Hannah, you look, so we can say, like a snowy princess, or ready to take on a blizzard in style. Okay, I don't know that I'd go that far. You look like a snowy princess. Because she totally does. Hannah blushes happily. I feel like one. I'm definitely feeling more festive than before. Yeah, is there a bulletproof vest on underneath there, Shamar? Because there should be. So his is so plain, we don't need to appreciate it. We can say, Shamar, you look toasty, or winter should bow before its king. I don't know, he's our partner. We can do a little playful ribbing here. Winter should bow before its king. They say Lithicos winters bow to no one, but I'd be flattered if they made an exception. Drake looks like he's just walked off a farm, except that is way fancier than any Carhartt I've ever seen. Good thing the clothes here can survive real weather. That's more than I can say for anything at court. Yeah, third wheel's being an asshole. Take a drink. Told you I cuss. Burp. Alright, so we can say, Drake, this look is it. You've achieved peak ruggedness. Or, you should model for South Visage. No, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna give him shit, even though I want to. This look is it. You've achieved peak ruggedness. This isn't a look, Roth. I'm trying to stay warm. Uh-huh. That's why you're wearing a leather jacket instead of a puffer jacket. See? You've even got the rugged mindset down. No, that everyone else is dressed for the occasion... The door to the boutique swings open and Olivia steps inside. In normal clothes, okay? Oh! Hi, Olivia. Do you realize you're all staring? We're just, glad to see you. We can't wait for the festival. Wow, this sounds like something our security team should have noticed. Olivia just storming in where, you know, we're supposed to be safe. Jesus. Neither can I. So if your butler will get out of my way, go buttle something. I'm not hurt. You know what? That hill's not worth dying on. No, it's not, Justin. No, it's not. Justin hastily steps aside. Olivia plucks a dress from a rack behind him and ducks into one of the changing booths. She comes out a moment later, smirking proudly. Oh my goodness. The tailors finally got the Navrakis red right this year. What is this? Oh dear. Olivia, that dress is, so we can say, so cute or so non-threatening. I think we're gonna go with cute. Olivia, that dress is so cute. Kira's right, it's adorable. I believe what you meant is a remarkable specimen of traditional Lithicos peasant garb. Yes, and why are you wearing it? Are we not going outside? Have we just all completely misinterpreted this? What is going on? Sure. There are more like it on the rack. I'd rather not be embarrassed by my guests today, so if you can manage to wear something nice... Oh dear, so she expects us to dress like this. Okay. Dressing for this particular occasion is sure to get you points with the crowd. Wait! The clothes could be poisoned! As you reach for a dress to try, Mara throws aside the changing booth curtain. She inspects the alcove from top to bottom. It seems to be clear. Really? You don't want to check the clothes for, like, ricin spikes or something? Jeez. Wow. You suck. Glad there aren't any stray hangers waiting to attack me. Yeah, we're being way too cavalier about this, y'all. Like, we know why this is happening. We told her to put us in danger, and we're just like, haha, everything's so funny. No. Okay, so this is the Winter Belle, a traditional look that will charm and inspire. It is indeed a look. Her boobs look like they're 5 sizes too big. I'm sorry. Her waist is way too high. She looks like she's about to pop out of there. Like, it's a look. It's not a look that's worth 20 diamonds, though. Oh, that's cute. Is there a third option? Nope. Okay, so it's just that one. So this is ready for anything. A comfortable and versatile look for any occasion. This is I don't think we've had this one as a free one, so we're going with that. It's not too bad. The dress is cute, but I want an outfit that can actually keep me warm. Suit yourself. I should have known your skin would be too thin for it. Bite me, Olivia. That's sneering, by the way. Take a drink. Okay. On the festival grounds, Olivia stalks off to speak to some of the festival staff, while Mara pulls your friends aside to fill them in on the plan. You recognize a few king's guards in plain clothes among the booths, which are already bustling with warmly dressed citizens carrying steins and festive souvenirs. I like how this is basically supposed to be Germany. You'd think a duchy with this much snow would invest in outdoor heating. Yeah, no, that's not how this works, Kiara. You might have those little gas like chimney furnaces that they put on patios and stuff, but that'd be about it. You wouldn't see much more. Where'd that guy with the hot cider go? Honestly, I kind of expected Penelope to be like, where'd that hot guy with the cider go? So, Well, she's only got eyes for Zeke, we know that. Kira, this way! You join Shamar by an impressive set of ice sculptures. They're very fancy. Nice weather for a festival. We are underdressed, y'all. Seriously. It is when your main exhibits are snow and ice. I only wish we were here under less dangerous circumstances. Well, you know, we can't always get what we want, I guess. Shamar takes your hand for a moment. No matter what happens today, Kira, I'll protect you with my life. I know you'll do the same for me. Yep, there it is. Yep. See, okay, so we're exhibiting a bit of a pattern here where everyone around us looks like they're gonna get hurt first and then maybe we're last. Because, let's see, Drake's been shot, Shamar's been nearly crushed under rubble, Constantine saved him, Madeline's been poisoned, so something's gotta happen to Hannah, something's gotta happen to Maxwell, and then it's probably maybe Olivia? And then it's our turn. And we've got more than 7 chapters left, so it ain't looking good. Gotta say. And they're doing way too much foreshadowing. You've got to pull this trigger, y'all. You've got to. You've set it up. Knock it down. I'm not letting anyone keep us apart. Death is tough to bargain with. Ask Faust. Oh, that was the devil, but still. Olivia strides up to you both. Shamar watches her carefully. It's time, you two. The reigning Duchess of Lithikos and any esteemed guests are expected to greet a few citizens at the start of the festivities. Okay. In the old days, the fiercest warriors in Lithikos would compete for such an honorable greeting. Now, we hold a pie baking contest? Hi! Oh, the children, though! Olivia said she doesn't, hate kids, so... Hello! These are your fiercest warriors? Our school sent us. I won my spot with an interactive exhibit on glacial erosion. Dude, nice! What? How was it sorry, I'm geeking out over this kid's fictional science project. Okay. Wow, moving on. I won mine with a tactical analysis of the greatest battles in Navraka's history. Oh my god, Olivia's going to kidnap this child and keep her for her own. At least they show some promise. I love it. I love it. Now, boy, girl, pay your respects to King Shamar of Cordonia. The king? Valerie, you said I didn't have to wear a suit. It's too late, kid. Don't worry about it. Just bow, Marco, quick! It's a pleasure to meet you both. Sorry, excuse me. And this is Duchess Kira Roth, your future queen. Yes, it's an honor to meet such brave citizens. Did you hear that? She called us brave. You're like one of the lady knights in my favorite stories. Yeah, we are. If you're quite finished fawning, we have a fire race to begin. Sorry, I'm all yawny. While the kids rush off to find seats, Olivia leads you and Shamar to a cleared patch of snow in front of the yard. Yard. Here, take this. So we will take the stick, which is apparently a basic hand drill. Sure. You hold the rudimentary drill in your hand, and Olivia points you to a small pile of logs and kindling. Oh dear. Oh shit. Okay, no, this is not how you bow drill, which means you're supposed to have basically a bow like you would have for a bow and arrow. You're supposed to wrap it around the stick, and you got like usually a stone that you set on top, and you're supposed to, because that's how you get enough friction. It's really, really hard to do that shit with your hands. It's almost impossible, actually. You need some nice tinder. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Whoo! Anyway, you hold the rudimentary drill in your hand, and Olivia points you to a small pile of logs and kindling. Oh dear. This is not what I pictured when you said race. Yeah. In Lithicos, we don't waste precious calories on trivial sports like jogging. Honestly, like, if they're gonna go here, I would... I'm gonna say this. I would much rather see this place be a lot more rustic than we see it. Because they're kind of acting like these people are supposed to be, like, the hardiest survivors or whatever. But, like, apart from the ice castle, we don't see any evidence of that. So, yeah, I would have designed Lithicos differently if it had been me. But whatever. Trivial sports like jogging, I guess. The race to start a fire is often a race between life and death. The first proper flame of the festival symbolizes Lithicos' will to survive another year. Okay, I'm not a resident of Lithicos. Why are you handing this to me? What is going on? Huh. And my will not to turn into an icicle in this climate. I mean, fair. Everyone ready? No, we're not. It's not even a little bit close to being ready. Begin! What am I doing? Okay, alright. You each turn to your kindling. After a few seconds of spinning the hand drill, smoke rises from your and Shamar's logs, but Olivia's already holds a tiny lick of flame. I mean, of course it does. You know, she's probably done this several years in a row. I should spin the hand drill as fast as we had an option to throw snow on Olivia's fire. You spin the hand drill so fast that your hands begin to hurt, but a crackling flame bursts from the kindling. Woo! I'm on fire! Makes me sad. Haha, looks like we have a victor. Yeah, and it was Olivia because she sparked flame first. The crowd bursts into wild applause. Olivia turns to address them. Now that the fire has been lit, go eat, drink, and be merry, but most of all, be proud. Okay. This is Lithicos, and no winter can conquer us. Sure, whatever. As Olivia strides away into the crowd, Mara catches your eye and mouths, "Nothing yet." You turn to Shamar. Well, either Olivia doesn't have it in for us or she's playing the long game. Now what? I mean, I wouldn't put it past Olivia to play the long game, but like I said, I don't think it's her. So, mostly because Shamar could have been injured in many of these attacks, and I don't think Olivia would take a chance of hurting Shamar. She would love to get rid of us, but I don't think she would want to hurt Shamar. So, possibly not even on the emotional level that would come from hurting us. Okay, anyway. We make our rounds until someone makes a move, and we keep our eyes open. No, I was gonna walk around just like completely not paying attention to anything, Shamar. I'm so glad you're here to remind me that, our lives are at stake. Whatever. You join Hannah and Maxwell at an ice sculpture carving booth. I can't believe you carved a whole lion. Once I got in the zone, time just flew by. Drake stares at Penelope's sculpture of a swan. She pats it proudly on the head. Either they've started making poodles with feathers, or you're getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. Thanks! I guess that was third wheel being a jerk. Take a drink. Anyway. And Maxwell, yours is... It's Bertrand holding our house flag to represent House Beaumont. Oh god, what does it look like? And he's not wearing a shirt because... Oh dear. Oh my god, sorry, I'm yawning so much. This is fraught with possibility. Because it's a statue. Statues are always topless, Shamar. Haven't you ever been to a museum? That's usually because, like, fabric is really tough to carve, whereas humans, like, stand still and shit, so, whatever. Behind an ice sculpture of a lamppost, you see Mara shake her head. Oh, so we've decided Penelope and Maxwell are safe, have we? Okay. Nothing yet. You and Shamar skate around an ice rink full of happy festival goers. See anything suspicious? Look out! Uh-oh, we gonna crash? I should dodge. You whirl Shamar out of the way just in time as two figures skate right across your path. It was an assassination attempt out here on the ice. Sorry! The kids. I knew it. The kids are behind it all. This Valerie, she's studying tactics, okay? She is the ruler. She is the leader behind this entire plot. I knew it. Whee! Marco does not give a crap. I love it. I love it. Unless those kids are secret assassins, I'm gonna call that a false alarm. Yeah, the kids are secret assassins. Guaranteed. You wander past a booth where Drake is egging Olivia on. Oh, because of course he is. You live in constant winter and you've never done the ice bucket challenge? Oh my god, Drake, no, this is mean. This is how you get hypothermia. Oh god, take a drink. This is stupid. It's hardly a challenge when you grow up accustomed to the cold. We call that our Thursday night shower. But I might be willing to try it if you go first. Oh, snap. She just threw down the gauntlet. Where's her glove? I think I'm supposed to help Maxwell with something. Yeah. Plus, you've got a hurt shoulder. You're probably not actually supposed to get the wound wet. So, eh. As Drake strolls away from Olivia, Mara gives you an all-clear hand signal from across the path. All right. And finally, several hours after the fire race, you huddle with Mara and Shamar under the guise of drinking hot cocoa. Yes, totally just over here having a cup of hot cocoa with my personal bodyguard and, my future husband who, just narrowly escaped an assassination attempt. Totally normal, nothing to see here. Whatever. Any suspects yet? The only suspicious thing I've seen was a man trying to smuggle turkey legs out in his coat. Oh my god, like somebody's that hungry that they're trying to smuggle turkey legs out of a festival? Damn. We may need to change our tactics. Separate you two so that you seem like more vulnerable targets. I mean, that would also tell you which one they're really after, Shamar or us. I suppose it's worth a try, but you'll keep an eye on Kira, won't you? Yeah, see, he's like, I'm not worried about me, I'm worried about Kira, oh god. Always, Your Majesty. It's why you hired me. Shamar wraps you in his arms for a moment, warming you with a kiss. Mwah. Be safe. I'll do my best. I think the point here, though, is not to be safe, so... Okay. You split off from Shamar and wander until you spot Hannah nearby, watching a group of children play in the snow. Those children, they look so happy. Aww. You follow her gaze to two kids laying in the snow, waving their arms wildly. They're making snow angels. Who doesn't love that? Presumably no one? Yeah, it's a safe bet Hannah has never played in the snow, and she is not dressed for this. I hope we're not going to encourage her to lie down in the snow in that outfit. Whew, too cold. Hold on. You never made snow angels as a kid? No, of course she didn't, Kira. What the hell? I didn't really do much playing in the snow. Unlike ice skating lessons, there wasn't much to be gained from simply playing. Yeah. See, this shows that there wasn't much understanding of, childhood and developmental psychology on the parts of the people who were teaching you, Hannah. Whatever. Sup, Echo? Glad you made it! Of course there's something to be gained. Fun! I suppose I never tried that logic on my parents. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. You'd have had to have made a clear-cut case, and they still would have said no. Why are you so frustrated that you're trying not to snap the pencil in half? Hannah Lee, today we should give you the childhood fun you never got to experience. Snow angels, sledding, the works. That does sound fun. And we can take a carriage ride to find somewhere a bit more secluded. That would also make me an easier target in my delightful role as bait. And I'd love to be the one to give you a quintessential childhood experience. Yeah, I mean, we've given her some fairly quintessential adulthood experiences too. I'm just saying. So, we can go play in the snow with Hannah for 15 diamonds, or we can stay at the festival. Let's go play in the snow! Woohoo! There's no way I'm letting you live one moment more without having played in the snow. You're a grown-ass adult, Hannah. You do what you want. I'll see if I can find a sled before we go. No frolic in the snow is complete without some sledding. And snow pants. What? She's wearing, like, thin little... Oh my god, this is gonna end so badly. How about, while you do that, I make some of my special hot chocolate. Yes, please do that. That stuff is amazing. No hot cocoa has measured up since. Then I'll meet you at the carriage in a few minutes. It's a plan. A few minutes later, you're loading a sled into the carriage when Hannah comes up with 2 steaming mugs of hot cocoa. Perfect timing. Hannah slides in next to you as the carriage begins to move and hands you a mug of cocoa. So we take the mug of hot cocoa. Nom nom nom. You take a sip of the steaming liquid. It's even better than I remembered. So pepperminty. I'm happy to hear that all those hours of practice paid off. Yes, the delicate science and exact art that is seducing men with hot cocoa. Hannah glances out the window as she sips her cocoa, watching the snowy scenery flit by. You follow her gaze and see more children playing in the distance. I'm so excited to play snow games with you. It'll be just like elementary school again. I'm excited too. I can't believe you've never really experienced this before. Didn't you, we can say, play with other children or resent your parents? Ooh. Like, we know the answer to didn't you play with other children? The answer is obviously no. But I kind of don't want to lead her into, like, you should hate your parents because, like, we've already kind of established that she should hate her parents. But yeah, let's not lead that. Didn't you play with other children? Actually, my parents tried to encourage me to have friends in their own way. They'd arranged for me to visit the sons and daughters of earls and dukes, anyone whose family could be used as a valuable connection. But I was never able to turn those events into friendships. I suppose I felt too awkward, knowing how much my parents were counting on me. Until I met you, my parents were my only real friends. Oh, baby. No. That's part of why it was so difficult to stand up to them and to risk losing them. If it weren't for you, I would have either gone along with their plans or ended up totally alone. Oh, honey. No. Oh, Hannah, I don't believe that for a second. Anyone would be lucky to call you their friend. I mean, it's true, she's perfect. Which is why she's an assassin, but not of us. Either way, I guess it's important that you understand how much you mean to me. You're my first and best friend. And not your first kiss, but hopefully your best kiss. I'm just saying. Aw, Hannah, I feel the same way. Oh, Thanksgiving drama. Oof. Oof. That sucks that your sister kind of stood you up. That's lame. Jeez. The carriage slows as you reach the top of a snowy hillside. Hannah breaks into a smile. It's picturesque. Oh, some people move in with each other so early. Like, I know sometimes it's an economics thing. It's like, oh, yep, I get along with this person, we better move in together. So that weirds me out a little bit less. It depends on the caliber of person they're moving in with, honestly. Like, I'll get really worried really quickly if they go from like 0 to madly in love with somebody, because that's usually indicative that either it's going to flame out really quickly or something else could be happening. But that's me, the aromantic ace. Yep, this'll be perfect. Let's go. The carriage door slides open and you scoot out, sled in tow. So, first things first, do you know how to use one of these? So we are going to give Hannah the sled, which that's more of a toboggan, but whatever. Presumably one sits on it. I mean, she's not wrong. Correct. You start by putting it on the ground and sitting on it. We only have one, so we'll share. Oh, yeah, we gonna get cozy. Since it's your first time, I'll sit in the front. It's a bit more intense in the back. Yeah, she's the one who's gonna come off first as soon as we hit a bump. I don't like sledding for this reason. I screwed up my back going off a... It wasn't even a jump, it was just a lump on the hill, and it got me a little bit airborne, and I came down, and oof. Never again. Never again. I'm an old lady now. Hannah places the sled on the ground and gingerly hops onto it. You take your place in front of her. Get snuggly. And you're sure that flying across the snow on this is safe? Oh, safe is not the word for this, Hannah. Nope. Hannah, we can say, I've never lost a sledding partner before, or crashing into snow at 10 miles per hour is pretty dangerous. Actually, yeah. Yeah, it is. That you do and can break bones and shit doing this. It's... because snow is more solid than you think it is, first of all. Okay? Second of all, losing control of these things is a real thing, and you can go smashing into rocks and trees and shit. So yeah, no, it is dangerous. But I like the answer of, I've never lost a sledding partner before. I promise, the worst that could happen is falling into the snow. Well, as I just said, that's not the worst that can happen, but whatever. Well, if you're sure, go ahead and push off. Hannah does as you instruct, and you both go hurtling down the side of the hill. You catch snatches of Hannah's laughter as it's carried away on the wind. Woo! Yeah, we're having fun, apparently. Woo-hoo-hoo! Moments later, you glide to a stop at the bottom of the hill. Hannah's cheeks are flushed pink and she beams. That was amazing. We have to go again. And then there's this, like, marching up the hill, and, this is too much work. This is too much work. Your wish is my command. You trudge back up the hill, towing the sled behind you. Once you reach the top, you drop the sled into the starting position. I think you're ready to sit on the front of the sled this time. Hannah nods and takes her seat. You climb in behind her. Ready? You know it. Hannah shoves off and you fly down the hill. After a moment, you hit a rough patch and the sled starts to shake and rattle. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of an odd situation there with the guy's family. Huh. So, what? Do his parents not know he's straight? What the hell? That is peculiar. Anyway, apparently we're in for a bumpy ride on the sled. I should lean left, apparently. You lean to the left, pulling Hannah with you, and manage to steer the sled out of the rough patch. Whew, that was close. And exhilarating. Oh dear. Oh, we've turned Hannah into an adrenaline junkie. Excuse me. You continue to glide down the hill, but your course correction sets you on a path toward an upward slope. There's no time to steer away, and soon you're lifted partway off the sled as it sails into the air. Oh god, yep, this landing's gonna hurt. Oh. I should sacrifice myself for Hannah. Sure. Live on for both of us. It's so dramatic, I love it. You throw yourself off the sled, allowing it to right itself in the air. Kira! It's okay. Sledding is perfectly safe. I've never lost a partner before because I sacrificed myself for them. You land in the snow with a thud as Hannah glides safely to a stop at the bottom of the hill. Oof! Hannah runs toward you as you rise from the ground. I love it. Kira! I can't believe you survived such a tempestuous ordeal. Oh my goodness, Hannah. Who's writing Hannah for this chapter? Because she's got some verbiage happening. Interesting. It was the thought of seeing my dearest friend again that kept me going. I love it. I love it. Suddenly, Hannah bursts out laughing. You can't help but join her. It turns out crashing is just as much fun as smooth sailing. Oh yeah, if you're trying not to go out in the street, yeah, that's a perfectly legit way by making like a little hill or a barricade at the bottom. Yeah, but you can crash into it. We used to have a hill that you had plenty of room to stop, but you did have to stop yourself before you basically just dove straight off about a 8 foot cliff into a creek. So, like, you wouldn't die, but it would hurt a lot. So, the other problem was there were cacti growing on this hill, and so most of the time you ended with getting, like, cactus needles stuck in your fingers. It was fun. Yes, we were wearing gloves and mittens. They'll go through them. Yeah, plus we're in a prime position for snow angels. Kira, snow angel pro tip number 1, they're more of a bottom of the hill activity. Should I be taking notes? You are learning from a master, courtesy of snowy New York winters. Second pro tip, find a clear patch of snow. You lead Hannah a few paces away to a section of snow undisturbed by your sledding adventures. Observe as I carefully select the optimal location and prime it for angelification. Oh dear. That's what we're now calling an angel getting its wings. I'm sorry. Angelification. You leap haphazardly into the snow, landing on your back. Yeah, I can't do that jumping shit. I just kind of like sit down. And then, with the purpose and vision of Michelangelo himself, carve out the angel's form. You move your arms and legs wildly through the snow, pushing and compacting it around you. Your turn! She's gonna freeze to death, y'all. You continue working on your snow angel as Hannah flops to the ground next to you and waves her arms and legs, laughing. I feel ridiculous. That's how you know you're doing it right. After a few more minutes, you hop up, careful not to mess up the angel's edges. You examine your handiwork, then admire Hannah's own. Well, how'd we do? You're a natural, as per usual. But I think mine's missing something. Oh, do we need to draw the halo on? Oh. I think I'll make it look like we can do a penguin or a devil. I think I'm going to go with penguin. You lean over and carve the shape of a beak into the angel's face. There we go. Oh, it looks like it's trying to fly. So, Hannah's first snow day. What do you think? So we went sledding and made snow angels with Hannah. Yay! Getting to be a kid again has been more fun than I thought possible, thanks to you. Yeah, we're pretty awesome. When the sun's out again, I could teach you to play hopscotch and foursquare. Oh, God. Do I even remember the rules to foursquare? I remember the rules to hopscotch, because I had to make... When I worked retail, my boss decided one day, because I worked at a family clothing store, she was like, we had like a little play area for the kids while their parents shopped that we had kind of just carved out of space in the store. And she goes, you know what would really work here, because we had concrete floors, a hopscotch, design on the floor, because we had some tape that we were just going to put down. She says, she's like, surely right, you were a child. Ace, you remember what hopscotch looks like? And I was like, ah, shit. And I did, and I was able to make it, and, the employees played it more than the children did. Because the kids were just kind of like, okay, it's this thing on the floor. We're not real interested. There's, coloring pages. What do we want that for? And yeah, every time the employees went by, you'd see, like, grown adults just hopping along. It was great. But yeah, I don't think I remember Foursquare. Damn. You'll have to teach me what those words mean first, but I'll be there. Though right now, we should probably head back to the festival. Right. We're still on a mission, and I haven't seen any sign of an attack. Hannah leads you back to the carriage. You load up the sled and follow her inside. You take your seat in the carriage and eye your empty hot chocolate mug. The only way this could have been better is if there was extra hot chocolate for the ride back. You're in luck. Of course we are, because Hannah's fucking perfect. She pulls a thermos from a bag tucked in a corner of the carriage and refills your mugs. Atta girl. Marry me, Hannah. You really think of everything, huh? It's the least I could do. I hope it's still good without the white chocolate flakes and peppermint stick. Oh, it's going to be delicious anyway. How about a toast? I would have laughed if in this chapter Kira just flopped into the snow and just sunk into it, leaving one of those human imprints. Yeah, that would have been funny too. Just thump, face first. 2, so we can say childlike delight in last-minute hot chocolate, the very best BFFs, or getting snow in your hair. No, I like the very best BFFs. So to you then. Uh, I actually had you in mind. Hannah smiles and clinks her mug against yours. Then you both sip the decadent liquid. I want hot chocolate. Back at the festival, you set out on your own again, keeping a close eye on passers-by. Near a wood chopping booth, you spot Lucretia and Olivia in a quiet but heated argument. I know tradition demands that we host the court when they arrive, but did you have to roll out the red carpet for them? What? What the hell, bitch? Ugh. Bring back Adelaide. King Shamar is an ally. What was I supposed to do? Host everyone in a barn? We owe the rest of Cordonia more than that. Ugh. We owe nothing to anyone. What matters is strength, survival. That's how Navrakises do things. Yeah, Lucretia, it's the 21st century. We have iPhones. That's not how you're gonna... If you continue with this backwards ass shit, you are going to be so far behind that you're actually going to get overthrown by a different country that is, got allies and technology. So, about that. No, that's how we used to do things. I should, so we can stick up for Olivia or keep listening. I mean, we interfere in everybody's family, so let's go stick up for Olivia. There's value in lineage and tradition that a child like you could never understand. Shut up, Lucretia. Not all traditions are worth keeping. Duchess Kira, as unique as your perspective may be, I don't recall asking for it. Yeah, too bad you're getting it anyway, because I'm the American. I butt in everywhere. Lucky for you, it's free. Olivia is investing in future alliances. If you keep standing on your own, sooner or later you'll be left in the dust. Haha. Pardon me if I take a fledgling duchess's political insights with a grain of salt. No, see, I just have like an entire legacy of colonialism that shows, what happens when somebody much, much bigger and much, much stronger than you comes rolling in. How do you survive? With alliances. And a hell of a lot of determination. Just remember what I said, Livy dear. We'll continue this later. And make sure none of our guests go wandering into the family vault, would you? Ooh, family vault. This sounds like someplace we are going to end up. Before Olivia can say another word, Lucretia turns on her heel and stalks away. Ooh, she's so angry. Well, that looked fun. Maxwell and Drake sidle up, Maxwell carrying several steins in his arms. Olivia frowns at all of you. I know what'll cheer you up. Free drinks! Maxwell, you just said the magic words. No self-respecting brewer would give Lithicos ale away for free. Well, they're free for you guys since I paid for them. Aww. Maxwell bought us all drinks. And they've all been taste tested for, quality. Considering somebody just got poisoned last night, you don't have to... It's fine, Maxwell. He gives you and Shamar a small wink. So we are going to take the stein of Lithicos ale and probably get very drunk very quickly. The ale's layer of thick foam gives way to a smooth lager, perfectly chilled. These people, you don't really see them use their phones. The closest is like we saw So we saw Maxwell. Maxwell talked about using his a couple times, including to take the photos of the bachelor party, which were then later leaked. The notifications about the photos of us that were leaked at the end of book 1 came through on everyone's phones. The message from Tariq, the statement from Tariq toward the end of book 2 came on everyone's phones. But other than that, there's like a couple times that we've taken selfies, and that's like it. People do not use their phones very much. So, yeah. Totally reasonable for, you know, a contemporary romance where apparently no one ever uses their phone. I'm tasting malt, nutty undertones, a hint of spice. No, thank you. I'm not drinking anything Maxwell's put his mouth on. I mean, I can't say I blame you, Olivia. With a curt nod, she strides off through the tents. I can't tell if she hates germs or if we should be suspicious. Speaking of suspicious. He nods across the festival grounds. Kiara is loitering beside a tent with a mug of cider in her hands. Looking a little distraught, I have to say. So, you know, there's another point to this. With exception to the apple orchard, which, you know, technically no one was really around for because that happened far away from us. Anytime something has happened while we've been there, I think actually Kiara has also been there. I'm still thinking, I'm thinking that's a little too easy too. I think we're gonna have just a totally, we've still got plenty of time to introduce a third party who is actually the one who did it, but... Wasn't she suddenly talking about going home? Yeah, after how quickly she agreed to join us, that does seem suspicious. Yeah, we didn't really have to do anything. She just was kind of like, okay. But like I said, this is still too easy to me. Secret Agent Breakdance is on the case. Let's dance our way to the bottom of this mystery. Wow, that is like the worst... Okay, I'm not going to say it's the worst Nancy Drew game ever, but it's not going to be a good one. I think we'll need more subtlety and less breakdancing on this one. In that case, maybe Agent Phoenix and Agent Hot Stuff better take a crack at it. Who are those, Maxwell? Phoenix might be me, but I am so confused now. Does that mean I'm... Actually, never mind. I don't want to know. Yeah, Drake, you're hot stuff, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Kiara. I'm glad I caught you here. I wasn't sure I'd see you. You said you were planning to leave court? I was. I mean, I am. Kiara, we can say, it isn't like you to be so inarticulate, which is kinda judgy, so take a drink. Or, seems like something's weighing on you. Let's go with that second one. Pry just a little bit. Seems like something's weighing on you. It does? Yes, Kiara, you're a bad actress. Come on now. Yeah, maybe something you wanna confess? Wow, okay, we're leading in a direction and I'm pretty sure I know where this is gonna land. So, yeah. Something you wanna confess? Yeah, in what sense, Kira? Does this have anything to do with the attacks? Wow, Drake, subtlety! Subtlety, we're going for subtlety, boy. Is it that obvious? No. Actually, it's not. Kira, Drake, I don't think I can stand to be here. Not after what happened to me at the first attack. Oh, that's right. She got hurt, didn't she? Kiara's hand goes to her side. What, did you lose a kidney? You were shot or stabbed? Shit, I forget. I think she was shot. You were shot? Oh no! No! Mon Dieu, do I mean so little to you that you can't even bother to remember? Wow, sorry. You were stabbed. Shit. Oh god, I feel bad now. Oh well. Yes. Kiara looks down at her hands. That's okay, it's gonna make Drake look better by comparison. Ever since that night, I can't sleep. I lay in the dark for hours staring at the ceiling. And when I do sleep, every night I'm in that room again. I see the knife. Oh, Kiara. I consider myself a very logical person, always in control of my surroundings, always in control of my emotions. Oh dear. Oh, alright, so this is gonna be exciting, huh? I prided myself in it, actually. I looked down on those like Olivia and Penelope who let their feelings run rampant. And now, yeah, that'll do it. After the first attack, I resolved to face my fears, to return to court, to master myself, to prove I could. But now, after the second attack, it's getting worse. Yes, this is why we have therapists. Okay? Seriously. I wasn't sure I could stand to tell you the truth, but it's better you know. I didn't want you to think that I'd turned on you. You still have my support. If I were stronger... No, we're not gonna go there. A single tear tracks down Kiara's face, and she angrily wipes it away. It has nothing to do with strength and everything to do with you needing professional help to process this. Seriously. I have to go. I'm a mess. You're, we can say, understandably cautious, suffering from the trauma of the event, you need help, or not as driven as I thought you were. Wow, okay, take a drink. Also, like, as much as I think that she is suffering from the trauma of the event, she kinda needs to figure that out for herself, because, she, if you just like, hey, you need help, she's gonna be like, no, I'm stronger than that, and she, like, it's not gonna work until she's ready for it, is what I'm saying. So, you're understandably cautious. It's a good trait to have, but it doesn't mean you have to leave. We need you here with us. Wow, no, Kira, why? Kira, why? I'm not sure I want to be an extra target. No, I don't blame you, Kiara. We're basically asking you to be cannon fodder here. Nobody here does, but walking away from court means walking away from the people you care about. No, it doesn't! Her family isn't here! The people she cares about are her family, Kira. God. We just proved we can't even remember whether she was shot or stabbed, I guess. Then we should all go. Absolve the court. You mean give the attackers what they want? That they've only learned they can... Or then they've only learned they can bully us into doing whatever they say. If we stand strong together, and, you know, if enough of you die, we can win. Kiara, we can say, whatever you choose, I'm here for you, or we need you. Cordonia needs you. No, do not put this on her, Kira. You're doing this badly enough. Whatever you choose, I'm here for you. Obviously, I want you to stay, but I hope you do what's right for you. Thanks, Kira. You've given me a lot to think about. Yeah, like the fact that we couldn't remember how you'd been hurt during the attack. Woohoo! Why wasn't there just an option of you were injured? Why did we have to remember the detail? We can just say, oh, that's right, you were hurt. Like, and then Drake can fill in the blank because, of course, he's evidently supposed to hook up with Kiara, is the way this is looking. So, whatever. Let us know what you decide. Maxwell is waiting for you with your drinks. All clear? Kiara finally told us why she wants to leave. After all the attacks, she's not sure she can take the stress anymore. Wow, no, Kira, this was not ours to blab. God, shit. We suck. Okay? Like, we've been in Cordonia too long. Everyone's shittiness is rubbing off on us. Jesus. Okay. Jeez. Guess that's one suspect off our list. And who knows how many more to go until we can lure the attackers out. I had an idea there. You feel a sudden, chill-inducing impact on your side and spin to find Drake still wiping snow off his hand from the icy projectile he just lobbed at you. I knew it! Drake was the killer. Or would-be killer. Hey! What was that for? I could have dropped my ale. And that would be the biggest tragedy of all. What? Is her grace too good for a snowball fight? Oh, so that they can just shoot us and no one notices because, you know, there's too many snowballs flying? Oh, or are you worried I'll ruin your outfit? Wow! Take a drink. I know he's playing around, but take a drink. You're well hydrated off of this stream. Is that a threat? More like a challenge. You, me, snowball fight. Neutral ground. Neutral ground? Someplace away from the main festival. Drake leans in to whisper in your ear. Which would have the added, benefit, I guess, of making you a more vulnerable target. What do you say, Roth? Alright, so we can go have a snowball fight with Drake for 17 diamonds, or we can stay at the festival. I kind of want to see where these shenanigans are going to land, so let's go have a snowball fight. Why not? Why the hell not? Kira Roth, Duchess of Thuvia, never backs down from a challenge. That's what I like to hear. You follow Drake across the festival grounds and along a well-trodden path. Soon, it opens onto a large, snowy field, empty except for a snowman. I hope you know what you're in for. I was the snowball fight champion 4 years running at the palace. You talk a big game, but can you play it? I guess you'll have to wait and find out. In that case, we can say, let the best player win, or you're going down. Yeah, he's going down. You're going down. I wouldn't bet on it. Actually, I would bet on it. How about a little wager? If you get even one hit on me, you win the whole thing. Wow. Okay. All right. I'll even let you set the stakes. A bet? All right. We can say loser buys the next round of Lithicos Nog, winner gets a back rub, or loser has to streak across the field in their underwear. No, we are not doing streaking, okay? Winner gets a back rub is really tempting. However, that's kind of pushing physical boundaries a little bit, so I'm just going to go with loser buys the next round of Lithicos Nog. You're on. Drake springs into action, scooping up a handful of snow and compacting it into a ball. He throws it at you. Yeah, we're gonna end up with like frostbite in our hands, y'all. This is a horrible idea. I should hide behind the snowman, hide behind my insecurities. Okay, that was cute though. At the last moment, you duck behind the bulky form of the snowman, narrowly avoiding Drake's projectile. Ha! Looks like I'm too fast for you, Walker. Now, let's not get cocky because of one small success. Drake takes cover behind a mid-sized tree and begins compacting another snowball. You shelter behind the snowman and do the same. You know, Roth, the saying isn't the best offense is a good defense. The saying is offense wins games, but defense wins championships. Hey, Drake, we can say, kiss my ice, you're never gonna see me coming, or you're so hot you melt snow. Okay, alright. That last one, again, is inappropriate in the context of Drake. I'm sorry. So... I don't know. Kiss my ice. That's what I'm going with. Drake peeks out from his cover, smirking. Huh. Do your terrible puns work on anyone other than Maxwell? Hey, they work pretty well on your best friend. Hey! You tell me. You leap out from behind the snowman, your ammunition in one hand, or your ammunition in hand. I should aim for Drake's shoulder. Sorry. You throw the snowball directly at Drake's healing shoulder. His hand comes up just in time to block, and the snow crashes apart on impact. Ice cold, Roth. Yeah, cheat to win. All's fair in love and snowball fights. It's still a hit. Would have been a critical hit if you hadn't blocked it. Alright, I'll give you this one, but it was a cheap shot. Yes, it was. We're mean. Though, actually, the cold feels kind of nice. So, does that mean we're getting a snowball in the face? That's what that means. You win. I've unseated the so-called snowball fight champion. Looks like you owe me some nog. Yeah, that was the deal. You and Drake meander to a nearby food stand, and Drake orders 2 mugs of nog. With drinks in hand, you find a bench to sit on and enjoy your prize. Nom nom nom. Mmm. So, you said you were Palace Champion 4 years running. Who finally defeated you? Well, no one, actually. The game stopped. Really? Why? We all used to play. The servants' kids, the little nobles, even both princes. One day, Shamar got hit in the face. He got one hell of a black eye. It was nothing serious, but Constantine was furious at Shamar and his brother for being so reckless. My dad held me responsible. I was the bodyguard's son. I should have known better. Wow. Wow, that is not fair, okay? Like, kids are gonna hurt themselves. It's a fact of life. Anyway, we all got the message. We might all be kids, but Shamar and his brother were the princes of Cordonia, and we better never forget that. Ouch. That's... ouch. I never told Shamar the real reason why the snowball fight stopped. He would have hated that. Alright, so what did everyone get told? Oh, Drake. What? It's true. Shamar always did his best to have the rest of us treat him normally. At heart, I think he always knew there was a difference, but especially as we got older, he'd always try to keep me out of his shadow. Turns out there was only so much he could do. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you've got any sort of power, unfortunately. And he's my best friend, so... Drake shrugs. You know, that's something I never thanked you for. Okay, so you're thinking about getting into public security, but you also don't want to give up being a professional writer for your career. You know, you could do writing as a pastime that could change into more, but you kind of feel like you wouldn't make it. And you'd feel kind of strange leaving that sort of position to pursue that. Okay, so the nice thing about public security, because I have a friend who went from being firefighter to EMT and kind of back again a couple times. I know a couple people who have been in law enforcement in various capacities. It's actually not as weird or difficult as you think it is might think it is to transfer out of that if and when you decide you want to really pursue your writing career full time. Most writers don't really gain a lot of traction until like middle age, which could be because a lot of people just go for a money-making career first and then change over. I know a ton of people who have done that in different capacities. You would be shocked at how many romance writers used to be lawyers. A lot of them used to be lawyers. Most famously, Courtney Milan was actually a Supreme Court clerk. So that's how far she got in her career on that side of law enforcement before she decided to be a writer full-time. I think Alicia Rye was a lawyer for some time as well. I'm pretty sure it was Alicia Rye. So anyway, my point is, like, that's basically what I'm doing is I do my writing on the side. I'm not a full-time writer. I'm a scientist by trade. So, yeah, if you're thinking about that type of career, don't think you can't have it both ways. You're not going to have both of them full time, obviously. But the nice thing about doing writing on the side for at least a short time is you get a little bit more financial security from that. It's really, really, really tough to make a living as a writer full time. A lot of most writers make... I'm gonna be really, really grossly overestimating here, but most writers make less than 20 grand a year, and I think the number is actually closer to 10 grand a year off of royalties and advances and stuff. So it's incredibly tough. And that's why a lot of people who are full-time writers typically have a partner who has a higher paying career or have savings built up from a higher paying job. So yeah, it won't, The odds on you making it out the gate as a writer are low, but that's just statistics. That's not a reflection on your ability or talent. But like, I just finished up my first ever writing class. I didn't even take anything in college because I was doing other stuff in college. But I did that with money that I make at my current job, which no, I don't make a lot at my current job, but you know, it paid for that writing class that that I definitely could not have afforded if I'd have been a writer full time from the point when I'd have like kind of liked to be. I had the option of going back to school for science or going back to school for writing, and honestly, science was the better option from, you know, the capitalist standpoint. Does it necessarily make me as happy as writing does? No, but, you know, here, thanks to capitalism, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would be personally okay with having the writing as your kind of side hustle for the time being. A lot of writers even now still have day jobs. So it's not like it's an uncommon thing, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's not that strange to leave that career either. It's really not, especially since like burnout in those fields is also quite high. So it wouldn't even be that strange from that standpoint where you're just like, okay, yeah, I'm sick of this. I want to do something else. It's there's like two types of people who get into that. There's the ones who kind of like do it because they really love it, and then once they stop loving it, they're kind of like they're willing to get out and willing to pursue other avenues. And then you have the people who are in there for life, and they're just, you know, I dreamed of being a police officer ever since I was a little kid, and now I'm going to be a police officer for the rest of my life, god damn it, whether anyone likes it or not. So yeah, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be super worried about it being weird to transition out, because it's really not. Oh yeah, really icy snowballs. Yeah, oof. Oh, those'll sting. I get why the snowball fights were forbidden. I I don't think I was ever expressly forbidden from snowball fights, but I do know that I almost never had one. I think I maybe had one once, because they weren't allowed on the playground at recess, for instance, which was fair. Um, and I didn't really have friends for most of my childhood, good chunk of my childhood. Certainly not ones who would be like coming out in the winter and having snowball fights. So yeah, I don't remember really having them either. So they were never. The concept was never that much fun to me, getting pegged in the face with snow. But it's just me. Okay, Drake says, you know, that's something I never thanked you for. Being friends with Shamar, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't trade it, but it made it hard to have other friends. I guess that's part of why people always saw me as a loner, until you came around. What do you mean? I mean, I used to tolerate Maxwell, ignore Olivia. I didn't even know Hannah. Then you came along. Do you realize you have this way of bringing people together? Yeah, and in the case of Hannah and her parents, I kind of drove them apart. So I'm good at that, too. People who might otherwise never even speak two words to each other. Hell, people who don't necessarily even like each other. And now, I can't picture my life without them. Aw, Drake's getting all sentimental. Look at you. Yeah, murder that toxic masculinity. Just kill it with fire. Or ice, I guess. Well, we can say, I can't picture my life without you either, or you still ignore Olivia half the time. Hey! Kira, he's like trying to be forthcoming here. I can't picture my life without you either. You're a great friend, Drake. As lucky as you feel to have us, we feel the same. What would we do without your particular brand of snark? Yeah, it would be rough, huh? Way too cheery. Someone has to give our little gang an edge. Sure. Sure. Huh. I suppose I can add that to the list of things I owe Shamar for. What, your sense of humor? Without him, I never would have met you. Never would have found all this. I don't think Shamar's counting, and neither should you. Speaking of Shamar, we should probably get back to the festival and make sure everything's all right. You know, nothing's burst into flames that shouldn't, etc. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone following us, and we've been gone a while. So they're not particularly interested in us, is what I'm personally getting out of that, but whatever. As always, let me know when you want another escape. So we had a snowball fight with Drake. Yay! Will do, Walker. Night falls, and there's still no sign of your attackers, but there is a sign of foreboding music. You huddle with Mara and Shamar beside a stage on the festival grounds. Still nothing. I thought someone would make a move by now. Walking around as bait for a day has given me a new perspective on fishing. We should... Mara stops, holding out a hand as Justin strolls over to you. I'm still suspicious about you. Sorry to interrupt, but Olivia's looking for you. Sounds like she wants an assist with the end of festival address. Go away. Creep me out. She asked for my help? Ha! Bet she's hoping your PR talents will rub off on her. Uh-huh. You look askance at Mara. Yeah, you're coming with me, right? Go ahead, Your Grace. I doubt Olivia would attempt to harm you while you're both in the spotlight. No, I'm not concerned about Olivia. I'm concerned about everybody else. You're right. In any way, we can say, I don't think Olivia has it in for me. Or, while I'm on stage, I can keep an eye on her. I don't think Olivia has it in for me. Agreed. You should be safe with her. If anybody, actually, at this festival, apart from Mara, okay, according to my headcanon, I would go with Hannah next, because as far as I'm concerned, Hannah is still, you know, a vampire and also an assassin. But, then after that, it's Olivia. Maybe Olivia's supposed to be the vampire assassin, I don't know. You meet Olivia by the steps up to the stage. Kira Roth reporting for duty, but I have to ask, why me? I'm new to inspirational speeches. You and Shamar have made more of them than anyone else. And if I make a fool of myself, I'd rather not drag him down with me. Wow. Thanks, Olivia. That's so sweet. I was hoping you could provide auxiliary support. You want me to provide cover fire? Is what you want? Someone taps the microphone. You turn to see Lucretia already up on stage. Oh my god, just get rid of her. Hashtag bring back Adelaide. Greetings, citizens of Lithicos. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the glory of House Navrakis. House Navrakis, this isn't Game of Thrones. Go away. I know you've spent many years laboring under the care of my young niece, Olivia. Frankly, it's impressive that she hasn't brought the entire duchy to the brink of ruin. Okay. Fuck you, Lucretia. I didn't know we were on the brink of ruin. Because we're not, Valerie. Calm. It's okay. Is that a bad thing? Wow, no. Who writes these children? They're horrible at it. She may not have the strength to make the harsh decisions that Lithicos' survival requires, but I'm here to reassure you that there's nothing to fear. So long as I'm around. Whoa, Lucretia. Ooh, yeah, you're totally trying to undermine Olivia's authority, and I am not here for it. She barely spends a week here a year, and she thinks I need her to run this duchy? How can anyone listen to this nonsense? Well, if you want to shut her up, get up there. It's your fucking duchy. Just make sure we can say keep your speech positive or acknowledge the opposition's points. No, see, here's the thing. Acknowledging the opposition's points doesn't work when the opposition's point is that someone else is less of a person. So, no. Just keep your speech positive. She doesn't deserve your acknowledgement. If Lucretia thinks things are going downhill, you need to remind everyone how great life is here. Assuming it is great. I'll do what I can. Olivia strides up to the stage and plucks the microphone from Lucretia's hand. Yeah, shut up. Thank you for that introduction, Aunt Lucretia. The crowd stares at Olivia expectantly. She clears her throat. Despite my aunt's pessimism, I can assure you that Lithicos is as prosperous as it's ever been. Our food surpluses are more than enough to last the winter. And ale exports are the strongest they've been in decades. There are some quiet cheers from the crowd. While some might call it weakness to welcome our allies from the court, I believe there's strength to be found in numbers. Agreed. King Shamar and I are happy to have Duchess Olivia's support in such difficult times. Olivia shoots you a grateful look as you step up beside her on the stage. I imagine it's just kind of like making this dramatic entrance up the staircase, just being like, yeah, hi, I'm here too. Yeah. Does this mean there'll be more fancy nobles here all the time? Oh god. Kid, I don't know if you want that. Shh! They aren't finished! Lithicos has often stood alone throughout history. We've survived winters, wars, famine, neither asking for aid from our southern neighbors, nor offering it. But these are terrible times to face on one's own. First the assault on the palace, then the burning of the apple orchards, that deadly bombing. There are dangerous enemies in our midst, and who knows how many more disasters they have planned. Whoa, Olivia, positivity. Really? Nervous whispers begin to rise from the crowd. Easy on the doom and gloom. What I mean is, although we face many foes, we can still be victorious. Because we can say, we're stronger than our enemies, or you've got Duchess Olivia to lead you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with we're stronger than our enemies. No matter where we come from, Portavira, Ramsford, Lithicos, even America, we're still one kingdom fighting for the same thing. Are we though? As long as we all work together, I know we can get there. Shouts and cheers rise from the crowd. You watch the attendees for any sudden movements, any figures out of place, but all you see are cheering faces. Lithicos! Oh dear. Lithicos! Humph! Yeah, I figured you wouldn't like that, Lucretia. Fuck off. Once you, Olivia, and Lucretia step down from the stage, Lucretia pulls her niece aside. You may think you know what's best for this place, but you're still as short-sighted as a child. Do our ways mean nothing to you? Oh, good God, Lucretia, shut up. Shut up. If you're going to ignore centuries of Navrakis tradition for your naive whims, your parents never should have bothered giving you the keys, to the family vault. She keeps saying family vault like we're gonna have to go in there. Lucretia stomps off into the crowd without another word. Olivia rushes off after her as Shamar and Mara approach you. You were wonderful up there. And even better, you're still in one piece. Hey, it's always a good day. I hate to complain about a good thing, but what happened? I was expecting a bunch of commandos to ambush me up there. Either our enemies spotted our security teams and decided to play it safe, or they're biding their time for something else. I'm gonna go with that second one. Either way, we've done all we can today. It's time to get you inside. Inside had better have a hot bath waiting. I don't know, we chose to go running around in the snow. I don't think we get to complain about how cold we are now. One hot bath and many warm drinks later, you fall asleep with Mara standing guard outside your door. In the middle of the night, someone shakes you awake. Wow, that's terrifying. What? Shh! Don't wake the whole house. What is going on? Are we going to the family vault? I should keep quiet. Punch Olivia. You wait for Olivia to go on. She clears her throat uncomfortably. I know it's early, but this couldn't wait. You push back the covers and sit upright in your bed. Only then do you realize you and Olivia are alone in the room. Yes, she's woken us up to murder us. I'm so sure of it. Where's Mara? Hopefully Mara was, changing out with other guards because you cannot stay awake like that and be effective. Still standing guard outside, I imagine, like a single-minded watchdog. But there are ways through this castle even the guards don't know. Wow, this sounds like a fantastic place for us to be. She gestures to an opening in the wall that wasn't there when you went to sleep. Yeah. And we needed to talk in private. Ever since the attack at the homecoming ball, I figured you and Shamar would suspect me. Not very much, to be perfectly honest, but sure. I'm not saying I'm thrilled by that, but after what my parents did, you'd be a fool not to wonder if a Navrakis was involved. Yeah, the thought might have crossed our minds. I want to prove you can trust me the only way I can think of. To show you the nuclear weapon hidden in the family vault. No, it's not. The vault my aunt mentioned. It's the most secure place in all of Lithicos. All of the skeletons in the Navrakis family closet are buried there. Probably quite literally. I hope you mean that as a figure of speech. Honestly, I can't make any promises. Of course you can't. Lucretia's right that I've been ignoring our history. I've barely been down to the vault since I was a child. Too many memories. But whatever secrets there might be, I'm ready to find them. Then let's do this. Olivia takes you through the secret passage to the ground floor of the estate, with the ominous music all around you. She ducks into a narrow hallway, taking turn after turn, finally stopping at a nondescript door. Doesn't look very secure for a vault. This is just the way to the basement. After a moment of rummaging around in her purse, she pulls out a dagger. She's going to stab us! Yeah, right. I should do nothing. You stand there, simply watching, as Olivia twirls the dagger in her hand, then slides it into a keyhole on the door. Yeah, no kidding. Instead of Lucretia, I totally want Adelaide back. Like, yeah. I would go for that in a hot minute. Lucretia is pretty one note and really annoying. And here we go. The door swings open to reveal a stairwell lit by flickering sconces, and at the bottom, a dragon! No. Books. Truly the most terrifying things to an Avrakis, I'm sure. Also a couple treasure chests. Yeah, no, this is gonna be good. I like it. You begin pulling tomes off of dusty shelves. Any organization within the vault has been lost to time, forcing you to skim the books one by one. Taxes, tithes, old treaties, history of the 5 kingdoms. Oh, complete with graphic accounts of battles and a chapter on torture. Yay! Be thankful we haven't found an actual skeleton. Yeah, we haven't opened the chests yet. Wait, this is my father's writing. Inheritance clauses and the Cordonian crown. It says that if Shamar's family has no heir, the crown can pass to an Avrakis. Whoa, what? I swear, they never told me any of this. I mean, you were what, 6 when they died? 6 or 8? So yeah, I wouldn't imagine they're discussing that with their small child. The next page is an old certificate of betrothal. No, wait. On their respective 18th birthdays, the betrothal will pass over into a legally binding marriage between... She suddenly goes still. You lean over her shoulder to read the next line. Olivia Navrakis and Anton Severus? That can't be. I was only 4 when this was signed. Yeah, well, your parents also tried to overthrow the Cordonian government, so it sounds like they were already kind of assholes. But your parents would have been able to sign on a minor's behalf. So, who the hell is Anton Severus? A photo slides out from behind the certificate. No. Study the photo. It's a familiar face that is tough to make out. Hell if I can remember where we've seen them before. Oh, Justin? Sorry. I knew there was something about Justin that was off. Apparently it's because his real name is Anton Severus. That'll mess with anybody. we can say, I'm gonna make him wish he was never born, knew he was up to something, or did not see that coming. Now, I'm gonna go with knew he was up to something. I don't know if we're quite ready to make him wish he'd never been born. I feel like that should be left to Olivia, you know, as apparently his wife. But I knew he was up to something. No normal person smiles that much, or puts that much stock in earpieces. We have to warn the others before we're locked in our own vault. You hear footsteps in the doorway. We're gonna get locked in, aren't we? Haha, I told you she'd take the bait. And look at that. It's always a joy to see you, Kira. Wow. Wow. We're the American. Why don't we have a gun? I feel like this is the moment when we should just pull out a, derringer out of our bra and be like, what's up, asshole? Justin steps up beside Lucretia with a pistol in his hand, because of course he does. Jesus Christ. Okay. But I'm afraid this will be the last time. Will it though? We've still got like 9 more chapters, buddy. You've finally unmasked the real enemy, but can you escape him? Find out in the next chapter. I'm still feeling like this is a little too easy to be the entire plot, but what do I know? Whatever. I knew Justin was bad news. Whatever. I feel vindicated. All right. I realize they were leading it pretty strong from like this point forward, but still. So yeah. That's tonight's stream. I will be back here on Friday, now that it's no longer a holiday weekend here in the United States. So, same time, same place, twitch.tv/aromanticace at 7 p.m. Pacific. We will find out if Justin is, in fact, the real enemy or just a real enemy. See, my money's on he's just a real enemy. But, till then, catch you later.